I do it because I want to do it, not because I have to do it. Whereas Pacquiao, at his age, which is sad that he has to fight.
If Manny Pacquiao is really considering of coming back to professional boxing, I think that would be a good measurement and sign and a marketing for him when he returned to boxing.
It's a debate of who is the greatest boxer of all time.
And that would be you?
I don't know. That's why I'm still keeping fighting.
Floyd Mayweather has finally spoken out about the much-discussed return of his longtime rival, Manny Pacquiao. Now 46, Pacquiao is lacing up his gloves once again. Their legendary 2015 fight was a major event in boxing history, and their rivalry still holds a special place in the sport. In his first public comments on Pacquiao's comeback, Mayweather responded with a mix of respect, caution, and a hint of challenge. His reaction has fans and experts wondering, could this bring their epic rivalry back to life, or is something even bigger on the horizon?
Manny Pacquiao vs. Mario Barrios is a done deal. Fight will either happen July 19th or July 26th in Las Vegas or San Antonio. And it's not going to be a pay-per-view. It's going to be free on Amazon Prime. Whew. We blast Jake Paul for these types of fights. And yet a current world champion and Mario Barrios is going to go after Manny Pacquiao. Listen, I get it. You get to share the ring with the legend of Manny Pacquiao, one of the greatest to all ever do it. But he's been retired now. He's already in the Hall of Fame. Manny Pacquiao did not look good in his previous exhibition he did last year either. Mario Barrios should easily run laps around Manny Pacquiao, destroy him. Why are we wasting time with this type of fight?
Boxing legend Manny Pacquiao is gearing up for an incredible comeback at 46 years old. The only fighter in history to win world titles in 8 weight divisions, Pacquiao originally stepped away from the sport in 2021 after a loss to Yordanis Ugas. Now, he's announced plans to return to the ring in July 2025 to face Mario Barrios for the WBC welterweight title. This fight carries extra meaning. Pacquiao won his very first world title with the WBC back in 1998, making this a full-circle moment in his remarkable career.
Okay. What's the next fight you're working?
You're not working now.
Where? Oh, you going to New York?
No.
I'm saying. You know, I told someone that he's one of the main coaches here, and they said, "Why is Roberts Gardner a coach?" They thought he was the guy.
¿Sabes?
No, I'm serious. Someone thought that you were the Gardner guy.
What? No. Blas?
Yeah, no, someone seriously, one of the boxing reporters. No, Blas. I said, no, he's not. Yeah, of course, he's a legend. Where is he?
What is yours?
The firefighter.
They thought I was
Because they saw the video and they got confused. Oh, Mikey's here. Who's the guy with Mikey?
I don't know.
Who's the guy with Mikey? Okay, really quick. Manny Pacquiao. It looks like he fight Barrios July 19th. Who wins?
Mario Barrios, a 29-year-old boxer from San Antonio, Texas, is the current WBC welterweight champion. He claimed the title in impressive fashion in September 2023, dominating Yordanis Ugas with 2 knockdowns and winning by unanimous decision. The judges scored it 118-107 twice and 117-108, making it a defining moment in Barrios' career. His victory came after Terence Crawford vacated the title to move up to the super welterweight division, officially making Barrios the new champion. Now, Barrios is eyeing an even bigger moment, a potential fight with boxing icon Manny Pacquiao. "I'm very excited about the possibility," Barrios said. "Manny Pacquiao is a legend, a future Hall of Famer, and someone I looked up to as a kid. Sharing the ring with him would be an honor and a dream come true." His comments show just how much respect he has for Pacquiao, and how eager he is for the challenge. The buzz around a Pacquiao vs. Barrios matchup is building fast. Boxing fans and experts are already weighing in, and the WBC's president, Mauricio Suleiman, is fully behind the idea. "I really like it," he said. "Pacquiao can still compete with anyone today, he's that good." Pacquiao's longtime advisor, Sean Gibbons, also supports the fight. He sees Barrios as a great fit for Pacquiao's return, calling it a 50-50th matchup but very winnable for the former champ. Gibbons believes Barrios' style could play into Pacquiao's strengths, making it a smart and exciting comeback opportunity.
We have Sean Gibbons here, Manny Pacquiao's right-hand man, advisor, head of MP Promotions. Sean, I know you spent a lot of time with Manny Pacquiao over recent weeks and months. There's a lot of conversations about Manny's comeback. What is the latest that you could offer and the update around the potential matchup with Mario Barrios?
Well, the latest is Manny's fighting an exhibition on 28th in Japan. So, you don't want to really look past that. But if he's successful there, Mario Barrios, we've talked about Conor Benn, which I believe was a great fight. That would have been a tremendous fight. We could have done it in England. We could have done it in the U.S. We could have done it in Riyadh season. But the fact that he wasn't able to come off the suspension, that put the brakes on that. So that brought us to Mario Barrios. He's the WBC world champion. Manny's first belt ever many years ago was a WBC belt. So
Floyd Mayweather has shared his thoughts on Manny Pacquiao's return to the ring, and he thinks money may be the main reason behind it. Like many retired fighters, Pacquiao might be chasing one last big payday, especially if life after boxing hasn't brought the same stability or satisfaction. Still, Mayweather didn't dismiss Pacquiao's abilities. He admitted that even when Pacquiao isn't at his best, he's better than most fighters are on their best day. That speaks to Pacquiao's rare talent, sharp instincts, and unique fighting style, qualities that haven't completely faded with age. But Mayweather also voiced concern. Coming back at 46 is risky, especially against younger, hungry opponents. While Pacquiao's experience and speed still give him a chance, the physical demands of top-level boxing are unforgiving. This mix of admiration and caution captures the complexity of Pacquiao's comeback. His legacy is already secure, and while fans are excited, there's also a sense of worry about what a return to the ring could mean for his health. The rivalry between Mayweather and Pacquiao is one of the most iconic in boxing history. Their long-awaited 2015 fight came after years of negotiations and public anticipation, dating back to around 2009 when both were at the peak of their powers. It wasn't just a fight, it was a historic moment that defined an era of boxing. The long-awaited fight between Floyd Mayweather and Manny Pacquiao didn't happen overnight. Negotiations started as far back as 2009, but disagreements over drug testing and promotional issues delayed the bout for years. Mayweather insisted on Olympic-style drug testing, which Pacquiao initially declined. That, along with disputes over TV network deals and how the purse would be split, kept the fight from happening, even though fans were begging for it. Finally, on May 2, 2015, the two legends met in what was called the Fight of the Century at the MGM Grand Garden Arena in Las Vegas. Mayweather came in undefeated at 47-0, while Pacquiao held a 2nd of May, 57 record. The event was massive. It broke records with more than 4.6 million pay-per-view buys and over $600 million in revenue, making it the highest-grossing boxing match in history at the time. Inside the ring, Mayweather stuck to his trademark defensive style, slick movement and pinpoint counterpunching, while Pacquiao tried to press the action. Pacquiao had trouble landing clean shots and later revealed he was dealing with a shoulder injury. After 12 rounds, Mayweather was awarded a unanimous decision with scores of 118-110, 116-112, and 116-112. But while the build-up to the fight was electric, the actual bout left many fans and critics underwhelmed due to its slower pace and limited action. Still, the fight cemented Mayweather's reputation as one of boxing's all-time defensive greats and added another chapter to Pacquiao's remarkable career. Both fighters went on to achieve more after the fight. Mayweather retired unbeaten at 50-0, while Pacquiao continued to win titles until his retirement in 2021. Their rivalry remains one of the most talked about moments in boxing history, blending elite skill, high-stakes drama, and global attention like few other matchups.
Any version of Mayweather would have always beaten Pacquiao, in my opinion. I think Mayweather would have always done what's necessary for Pacquiao. Manny Pacquiao had a greater career, but I think Mayweather is a better fighter. And I think Mayweather had the right things for somebody like Pacquiao. I mean, he had the right one-punch speed. He had the right IQ. He was bigger than Manny with longer arms. He had great feet. It's just a kryptonite for Manny Pacquiao. I personally thought so.
Manny Pacquiao spoke about that he shouldn't have.
Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd Mayweather, yeah.
Because it's a time and a place for everything. I'm not going to say he's right and I'm not going to say he's wrong. You know, but it's so crazy. When he spoke about it, I could have easily came out and said, yeah, you spoke about it. I ain't have to say nothing. Just by you saying my name, they gave me a check for $4 million. He said my name when he didn't supposed to. Remember I said it's a time and a place for any and everything.
Manny Pacquiao's return to professional boxing comes after spending time in the political spotlight, including a campaign for the Philippine Senate. Now, he's looking to close out his legendary boxing career on a high note by reclaiming the WBC welterweight title, the very belt that launched his rise to fame. According to his advisor, Sean Gibbons, this title holds deep sentimental value for Pacquiao, making this comeback more than just another fight. The bout is expected to take place in Las Vegas, with top venues like the T-Mobile Arena or MGM Grand under consideration. While the exact date and location haven't been confirmed, the fight is being targeted for late July 2025, after Pacquiao wraps up his political duties. Pacquiao's return has stirred plenty of conversation in the boxing world. At 46, taking on a younger, active champion like Mario Barrios is no small task. But Pacquiao remains confident. He points to his decades of experience and the fact that he hasn't taken much damage in recent years as reasons why he believes he can still compete at a high level. In July 2024, Pacquiao got a taste of competition again when he took part in a 3-round exhibition match in Japan, facing kickboxer Rukia Anpo at the Saitama Super Arena. Originally scheduled to fight Chihiro Suzuki, Pacquiao instead faced the taller Anpo, who used his reach and jab effectively to control the action. Pacquiao had trouble getting inside and struggled to use his usual quick footwork, highlighting some of the challenges that may lie ahead as he returns to elite-level boxing. Despite showing flashes of his old self, Manny Pacquiao's exhibition bout in July 2024 against Japanese kickboxer Rukia Anpo ended in a draw. The fight, held at Japan's Saitama Super Arena, featured thick ring matting that seemed to limit Pacquiao's movement. He gave a spirited effort in the final round but couldn't secure a knockout. After the match, Pacquiao admitted he was only at about 60% of his usual form and hadn't trained properly. His advisor, Sean Gibbons, echoed that view, saying Pacquiao wasn't fully prepared and approached the fight a bit too casually. The mixed performance has fueled debate within the boxing community about the risks of his comeback. Promoter Ben Shalom acknowledged the powerful pull of the ring but warned against it, citing the health dangers that come with returning at an older age. "It's tough to say no as a promoter," he said, "but if you've made enough money, you have to think about your health." Shalom also pointed to a deeper issue, the psychological challenge retired fighters face. "Fighters are addicted to the buzz," he explained. "It's hard to replace that thrill in the final years." Legendary promoter Bob Arum added his voice to the concern, urging Pacquiao to consider stepping away from the sport for good. Arum specifically mentioned the long-term brain damage suffered by Muhammad Ali as a cautionary example. "He's over 40, Arum said. "He needs to be careful. I'm really worried."
Don't shadow boxing like that. Because
it's lazy, right? Just kind of.
When you do the shadow boxing like that, what is that for? Because you can apply that habit. You become a habit. When you shadow boxing like.
The speed is still there. Woo!
Sports analyst Max Kellerman has made a strong case for why Manny Pacquiao deserves to be considered the greatest pound-for-pound boxer of all time. While many boxing historians still point to Sugar Ray Robinson as the top choice, Kellerman believes Pacquiao's accomplishments across weight classes and the quality of opponents he faced set him apart. Pacquiao's career is truly one of a kind. He's the only boxer in history to win world titles in 8 different weight divisions, from flyweight all the way up to light middleweight. That's a 39-pound range, which is remarkable in a sport where size matters. Pacquiao consistently took on, and beat, much bigger fighters, proving not just his skill but also his toughness and versatility. In comparison, Sugar Ray Robinson, while undeniably legendary, dominated mainly in 2 weight classes, welterweight and middleweight. His record is incredible, with 174 wins and 109 knockouts, but his achievements came within a narrower range. Kellerman's argument highlights just how rare and impressive Pacquiao's resume really is, and why he might just deserve the title of the greatest pound-for-pound fighter in boxing history.
He also has a case for greatest fighter, pound for pound, who ever lived. Think about, by the way, I don't think he wins that argument. Sugar Ray Robinson is safely ensconced in that position. But Henry Armstrong, Muhammad Ali, Harry Greb, Sam Langford, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, whoever else you want to mention, put Pacquiao's resume up to those guys. Bill James, the great baseball sabermetrician, had a way of ranking baseball players that I came across as a kid and thought, that's really smart. You have to rank them at their best, and then also over the course of their careers. Because when you have that argument, are you talking about who accomplished the most, or what heights did they reach? What peak did they reach? Take either for Pacquiao. Take his peak. Was it at 140 pounds when he obliterated Ricky Hatton, Miguel Cotto, and then Oscar De La Hoya, though that was at 147? Was that Pacquiao's peak? Because remember, that's when the Mayweather-Pacquiao hype actually reached fever pitch. Oh my God. These are two of the best fighters we've ever seen. And they're both in their primes, in the same weight class at the same time.
Manny Pacquiao's prime likely came when he was fighting between 140 and 147 pounds, during which he took on and defeated some of the best names in boxing. This era was also the peak of public demand for a showdown with Floyd Mayweather, as both fighters were at the top of their game in the same weight division. Commentator Max Kellerman reflects on this period, noting that while he personally leaned toward Mayweather at the time, largely due to Floyd's natural size advantage, Pacquiao's ability to jump through weight classes and still compete at an elite level only strengthened his case as the greatest pound-for-pound fighter. Pacquiao didn't just move up in weight, he dominated much larger opponents along the way, a rare and remarkable feat in boxing history.
Pacquiao, it's weird. Danny felt like a big brick, Pacquiao felt like a little brick. Okay? Now the weird part is Pacquiao's hands just felt heavy. After the fight, I constantly was thinking, why did his fist feel like a rock? You know? It was like awkward, right? I was like, why did his fist feel so hard in the fight? You know, I was like, it was a little awkward. You know, I don't really care about that stuff that much. I mean, I could handle it. It wasn't devastating. It didn't really feel like plaster, but it felt like something. It felt like a rock. So I thought, like, does he do certain training? Does he do certain, you know, does he build up calluses? Does he have more dense bone density in his hands? Did they do some Asian stuff? What did they do? Who knows, right? And then looking at the picture, I was like, damn, you know what? Pacquiao wore them old school Mexican Reyes.
Pacquiao's continued success in boxing is a direct result of his intense training and unwavering commitment. Even in his 40s, Pacquiao trains harder than many fighters do in their prime. His training routine is exhaustive, covering everything from cardiovascular exercises to strength training and technical drills. One of the key elements of his regimen is the thousands of sit-ups he does every day, an intense practice he started after a body shot defeat in 1999. Determined to strengthen his midsection, Pacquiao turned that setback into motivation, showing his incredible resilience. Pacquiao's training schedule is grueling, 6 days a week, with double sessions in the morning and afternoon on 3 of those days. But his dedication doesn't stop when he's not actively preparing for a fight. He stays active, often playing basketball for up to 4 hours a day. This relentless work ethic reflects his belief that "I work hard so I can fight easy," a motto that highlights his commitment to making every fight feel less challenging through preparation. This dedication to training has kept Pacquiao in top physical condition throughout his career and continues to inspire others. His example shows that age is no obstacle to excellence when you maintain the right mindset and discipline. Max Kellerman has argued that Pacquiao deserves to be considered the greatest pound-for-pound boxer in history. While Sugar Ray Robinson is often regarded as the top choice, Kellerman's case for Pacquiao rests on 2 key factors: his remarkable achievements across multiple weight divisions and the caliber of fighters he faced in his prime. Pacquiao's career is unmatched in terms of range and depth. He is the only boxer to have won world titles in 8 different weight classes, from flyweight all the way up to light middleweight, a span of 39 pounds. This incredible feat showcases his adaptability, skill, and ability to compete against fighters much bigger than him. In comparison, Sugar Ray Robinson, while a legend with a record of 174 wins and 109 knockouts, dominated mainly within 2 weight classes, welterweight and middleweight. Robinson's accomplishments are certainly impressive, but his success was largely contained within a narrower weight range. Manny Pacquiao's prime likely came when he was competing in the 140 to 147 pound range, dominating top fighters in this weight class. This was also the period when fans were eagerly awaiting a showdown with Floyd Mayweather, as both fighters were at their peak in the same weight division. Max Kellerman points out that, while he personally favored Mayweather at the time due to his natural size advantage, Pacquiao's ability to jump between weight classes and still remain competitive with elite fighters added to his case for being the greatest pound-for-pound boxer of all time. Pacquiao's sustained success in the ring can be attributed to his unwavering commitment to training. Even in his 40s, he maintains an intense workout schedule, often pushing himself harder than he did in his younger years. His daily routine includes rigorous cardiovascular exercises, strength training, and technical drills. One of his most well-known training practices is doing thousands of sit-ups each day, a habit he adopted after suffering a body shot defeat in 1999. Determined to protect himself from a similar fate, Pacquiao vowed to strengthen his midsection, showing his resilience and drive to improve. His training is no small feat. Pacquiao works 6 days a week, with double sessions in the morning and mid-afternoon 3 times a week. Even when he's not in fight camp, he stays active by playing basketball for up to 4 hours a day. This relentless work ethic is rooted in his belief that I work hard so I can fight easy. Pacquiao's commitment to training keeps him in peak physical shape and serves as a powerful example that age is no barrier to greatness when you have the right mindset and dedication.
He's an interesting guy, man, because he's so friendly.
Right.
You know, like even like when people are trash talking, he's like smiling, and then he gets in that ring.
Kick your
different dude.
Right.
Once he steps through that roast, like this is a whole different set of rules he's flying with.
Like Keith Thurman talking about you gonna crucify him and stuff like that, and he just
don't say that. Yeah.
Okay.